presented by Lawrence Technological University, where Blue Devils dare. The Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. The Michigan National Guard, a proud partner and official military branch of the MHSAA. Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser, your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. And Snap Camp Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, serving Metro Detroit since 1926.
What's up, Michigan? Glad that you can be with us for another super hyped version of the original high school sports show, State Champs. We're presented by Lawrence Tech. I'm Jenna Skalski, he is Lauren Plant, and we are ready to bring the heat.
Bringing it doesn't get hotter than the crowning of the new kings and queens of the D. We got a pair of public school league championship games. The boys matchup is this week's main event.
We've also got a Division I wrestling team regional coming your way, as well as an update in our National Coney Island Player of the Year race.
And we've got games, lots of highlights. It's what we do. We begin downriver.
Big Monday night matchup. Top two teams in the Downriver League dueling. Woodhaven at home versus the newest team in the DRL, Dearborn Edsel Ford. Woodhaven 13-4, 8-1 record leads the league. First quarter, Josh Warren dishing to the freshman Brandon Wilkinson. Three ball from the corner pocket. Warriors led 17-13 after the opening quarter. Edsel Ford equally at 13-4. Ramiz Salem, the baseline drive and the atmospheric arch. Friendly bounce, the bucket. E. Ford went on a run to start the third. Jalal Beydoun is the team's leading scorer, knocking down the contested triple. He finished with a team-high 16. Under a minute in the game now. Woodhaven down 52-50. Josh Warren came up huge. The steal, the drive, the delivery, and the foul. He led all scorers with 17. 5 seconds left. Beydoun spots Jamal Mogali. Good look for the game-winning triple. Too strong. Woodhaven wins 54-52. Warriors have now clinched at least a share of its fourth straight Downriver League title. To girls basketball now, a Lakes Valley Conference Catholic League crossover competition. Walled Lake Western meeting the Stars from Wixom St. Catherine of Siena Academy. Walled Lake Western 15-1, currently leading to LVC. Junior Leah Craywick scores. Warriors led by one early. St. Catherine currently ranked honorable mentions in Division II. Lizzie Turek over to Marianne Alexander. Stars trail 25-19 into the locker room. Back on the court, Warriors put their foot on the gas. Jenny Galecki, the pickpocket, on the break, rewarded for her efforts. The Bunny, 18 points on the night. 58-24 is your final score. Warriors get their sweet 16th win of the season. More girls hoops, and this was a big one. The Detroit Public School League Championship at Cass Tech. The Mumford Mustangs going toe-to-toe against the King Crusaders. In 2018, Mumford and White won their first ever city crown. First half action. Check out the senior Tiara Ernest with the spinorama to the 10. Mustangs galloped to the end of the half on a 12-0 run, led 32-18. Detroit King not only a fixture in these city title tilts, they are the foundation for which it's built. The Indiana State commit, Deljanae Williams with the off-balance shot, and it goes. She finished with 15. The Lady Crusaders trailed 42-39 heading into the fourth. Early stages of the final stanza, King still on the attack. The senior Sherelle Mathis, the pull-up jumper, and give her the foul. Crusaders take the lead. But Mumford ended the game on a 16-5 run. The senior center, Ajani Horton, straight to the 10 and a post-Valentine's Day kiss. Mumford does it again. The Mustangs, city champs for the second straight season, 59-49 the final.
I'm Jason Hutton from the West Michigan area. We start in the OK Silver. Godwin Heights riding a 50-game conference winning streak. The last time the Wolverines lost in conference was at North Point Christian, January 24th, 2015. They found themselves back at the Mustangs' home tonight. First half close most of the way. Pony's Sam Basu creates the turnover and scores. North Point had an early 3-point lead. It was a 1-point game at the half, but Godwin starts the third quarter on a 10-2 run. Senior James Harrell with the bucket. Wolverines starting to pull away. Then it's Jamal Bailey drives and scores inside. Godwin Heights wins at least a share of its 10th straight OK Silver title, 63-44 over North Point Christian. Big night for the Wyoming Wolves as they celebrated the 25-year anniversary of the Wyoming Park State semifinal team. They also introduced a new class into their Hall of Fame as they hosted OK Red champ Hudsonville. First quarter, Eagles up 6 when A.J. Davis finds a wide open Mason Slattery for the easy deuce. Eagles looking good. Second quarter, Wyoming up 2. Peyton Stark, the steal, and fires it to Marion Parks. He scores plus a foul. But second quarter, here comes Hudsonville once again. Davis gets the ball, drills the 3. He had a career-high 21 points as the Eagles pull it out 75-74. On the girls' side, East Kentwood and Rockford started the night tied for first place in the OK Red. They'd break that tie tonight in Ram Country. Early on, a little inside out for the Falcons. Cabriana Hallman kicks it to Alexis McCulley, nothing but nylon. EK in front. Rockford answers. Two-man game leads to Maddie Hutchings. 3, the Rams still down a deuce at that point. But in the second quarter, Bailey Banfield to Anna Glynn on the picture-perfect backdoor cut. Rams now all alone atop the OK Red as they beat East Kentwood 53-42 to improve to 13-3.
I'm Sean Belegian, and we go to Division I Team Wrestling Regional Final. We had Temperance Bedford taking on the Rockets from Westland John Glenn. And we start with the 215-pound weight class. Blake Wingate in red for Bedford taking on Hayden Rhodes. And Wingate would need only just 35 seconds as he would get the headlock for the pin. John Glenn would respond in the heavyweight class. Antoine Hines taking on Cole Betancourt, and Hines would be in control throughout here with a little go behind for the takedown. That put the Rockets on the board. Back comes Bedford in the 119 class. Chase Gregorchek of the Kicking Mules going up against Ethan Collins. Chase with the swing single, then changes to a double and lifts for the takedown, and he would get on to take his match. Now on to 160. Graydon Bowen going up against Jeff Johnson. Bowen gets a great open double for the takedown to tie it up. This would go into overtime. And in the extra session, Bowen goes double unders and gets thrown to his back, but rolls him through for the takedown and gets the W. Bedford was down 31-26 and needing a pin to win the regional, but Sadiq Shakenberry from John Glenn wanted none of it. He would get the body lock on Cage Dye for the takedown. Dye would win his match, but it wouldn't be enough. As Westland John Glenn wins its third straight regional title, they advance to the quarters next week out in Kalamazoo.
More highlights of the hockey and boys swimming variety coming up next. And we've got an update in our National Coney Island Hockey Player of the Year race. Don't go anywhere.
Coaching basketball is a rewarding and challenging pursuit, but you don't have to do it alone. The Basketball Coaches Association of Michigan are here to support you.
BCAM is the largest coaches association in the country with nearly 6,000 members representing college, high school, and middle school ranks. Members have access to drills, clinics, job opportunities, and it's the only way to vote for our annual awards, including Mr. and Miss Basketball.
Join today by visiting bcam.org, because better coaching always matters.
I love working for Striker.
I'm genuinely excited to come to work every day.
We support each other and look out for each other.
I love Striker because we are like a family.
At Striker, I own my career.
There are so many different places Striker can take me in the next 5 years.
Together with our
customers,
we are driven
to make
healthcare better.
Great people with a strong mission and values can accomplish great things together.
I've always been really good at math and science, and I knew I wanted to work in healthcare, but not as a doctor. So I chose Lawrence Tech's biomedical engineering program. I've pushed myself to take internships, like this one, at a hospital in an orthopedic research lab. Thanks to Lawrence Tech's unique, hands-on style of education, I'm graduating with a published research paper and a job. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.
February is Black History Month, and this week, State Champs salutes the Midnight Express, Eddie Tolan. Born in Denver, Colorado in 1909, at 15 years old, the Tolan family moved to Detroit. Tolan attended Cass Tech, where he was an outstanding football player and sprinter. On the track, Eddie set records in the 100 and 200-yard dashes. In 1927, he won both races at the National Interscholastic Championship at Soldier Field in Chicago. Recruited by many top-level schools for football, Tolan wanted to play at the University of Michigan. However, in 1927, no African-American had ever played football at Michigan. It's reported the coach wanted him to, other coaches did not. The record says officially it was because of injury. However, he ran track and definitely made the most of it. As a sophomore in May 1929, Tolan broke the Big Ten Conference record, tied the world's record for the 100-yard dash. Tolan was one of the first African Americans to have success in sprinting, and he raced with eyeglasses taped to his head. At the Big Ten Championships in May 1930, Tolan broke the world record in the 100. His performance was accepted as the new official world's record, and he became known as the Midnight Express. Tolan ran for America in the 1932 Olympics, and in one of the closest 100-meter racers in Olympic history, Tolan edged out a gold medal. He easily won the 200 meters and set an Olympic record. He was soon after dubbed the world's fastest human. In 1958, Tolan was inducted into the Michigan Sports Hall of Fame. He was also inducted into the University of Michigan Athletic Hall of Honor in 1980. Eddie passed away in 1967, but always said his first love was football. The 6 touchdowns he scored in one game as a 131-pound quarterback at Detroit's Cass Tech was his greatest thrill, rather than his double win in the Olympics. State Champs salutes the Midnight Express, Eddie Tolan.
Let's get back to the highlights. Boys hockey, a mid-Michigan battle as the Capital City Capitals from the Lansing area take on the combined squad of Fenton Linden. We pick things up in the first period. Fenton Linden, in white, would get on the board first as junior Adrian Ganslant slipped past the defender, fires it in. Cap City would answer later in the period, and we're tied up at 1 after the first. Cap City looking to win its 20th game on the year. Cole Fennick is there to bury home a rebound. Heading into the third, we're all tied up at 2 apiece. The Capitals would take the lead for the first time in the third. Cameron Van Tegum skates around the perimeter, then comes out right and buries it home for his 16th goal on the season. Cap City up 3-2. But back comes Fenton Linden. Caleb Becker gets the nice bounce off the board, turns and scores off the iron. We're tied up at 3. Now, 3 minutes left in the game. Capital City would get the game winner right here. Check out the big hit by Logan Johnson. Then Brendan Warner would get the puck, centers to Michael Letarte, who puts it in the back of the net as the Cap City Capitals go on to win 4-3 your final. We head to the pool for boys swimming now as Cranbrook, ranked 4th in Division III, hosted Warren De La Salle. Pick things up in the 200-yard medley relay. It would be Cranbrook's Nicholas Ludwig to anchor the team in this one and make sure he did not give up the lead that his teammates gave him. Moving on to the exciting 50-yard freestyle, and it's going to be a close one as the pilot's Daniel Talbot makes this one really close, less than half a second actually, but Ludwig in the middle of your screen will pull it off again. De La Salle, ranked 8th in Division II, would respond in the 400-yard free relay. Juan DeCosmo of De La Salle is able to close the gap enough and give Talbot a chance to get the team the victory here, and he does. But it would be too much Cranbrook in this one. The 500-yard freestyle, and it's another close one. Max Swiatkowski of De La Salle and Ben Angelari go down to the wire, and 0.8 seconds is all the separation that Angelari needs to get the win. Cranbrook goes on to win the meet over De La Salle. I'm Sean Belegian, and it's time for an update on our National Coney Island Player of the Year competition. Hey, after much deliberations, our committee decided to make a change. Rylan Clemens really put on a show at the showcase in Trenton, and after a group text, we decided to put Rylan Clemens on our list. Now, we have a couple weeks left. If there's somebody that you feel we've overlooked, reach out to us, let us know. You could also be a part of the voting process as well. Go online, there's your link. You can vote for who you think deserves to be our National Coney Island Player of the Year. Don't forget, the winner of our online vote automatically goes into our Final Four. We all reconvene at the tournament at USA Hockey Arena, and we'll decide by taking a look at the criteria that you see right there. As I said, you have a chance to be a part of it. You can go online and vote. Be a part of our National Coney Island Player of the Year competition.
If you haven't visited StateChampsNetwork.com, you really should. We've got a decade's worth of content for all of our Michigan fans. And for our new Indiana faithful, everything we've done over the last 20 shows and a lot of video we can't fit into the TV show. We also want you following us on all our social media platforms, whether it be State Champs Net or State Champs Indiana, we got you covered. More State Champs coming up next.
There's an old saying, you can never have too many officials. The age of the average official is 52 and getting older all the time. We're constantly recruiting new people, younger people to join us. After you register with the MHSAA, look on the website to find an officials association near you. They'll put you in a position to succeed as an official. We all learned a lot from high school sports, and officiating is a great way to give back to the game. There's help wanted, just whistle.
Touchdown, Falcons.
The ones who wake up every morning ready to take on the world. The ones who push their limits to be better than the rest. You're looking to join a team of leaders who want to be challenged. You want to be pushed to your limits. You value freedom and think you have what it takes. The ones with speed, strength, intellect, and determination. Michigan Army National Guard. We see you.
I'm on the Blue Devil football team, and that's a great place to be, because other colleges wouldn't let me be both a football player and a nursing student. And just because I'm a dog on the field doesn't mean I can't take care of people. And man, do I love people. The small class size at LTU give me awesome access to my nursing professors. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.
Fundraising should be fresh, flavorful, and simple. We have the perfect solution at Hungry Howie's. Dough-raiser. Your team or school can sell paper pizza certificates that can be redeemed for one medium pizza at participating locations.
This fundraiser has been awesome for our squad. We've made a lot of money, very easy to do, it's very quick to do, and it's very effective.
Go to doughraiser.com to learn more and sign up. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Welcome to Hungry Howie's Dough-raiser.
Welcome back to State Champs. Fast break time on the program. Dan Young, the Executive Director for the Basketball Coaches Association Michigan, with us, and we're talking Miss Basketball hopefuls in this. Like we did a few weeks ago with George Ward, we picked out what we're calling the Lucky Seven. This are, again, just hopefuls. This is not any indication of what the ballot will look like at the end. Those are kind of the seven we think that will be in contention. You would like to talk about the top three.
Mo Joyner, Saginaw Heritage, defending state champion, going to Michigan State University, a guard who can shoot it. Whatever her team needs, she gives it to them, and that's why she's been so successful and the team's been so successful. Julia Aralt, she passes it, blocks shots, rebounds it, can score in multiple ways, floaters, threes, at the lane, good free throw shooter. I mean, she does it all. And then finally, Rakia Jackson. Mick McCabe called her maybe the best girls player to ever come out of the state of Michigan. She's a WNBA player right now, and she looks like it. She's a tremendous player, does everything well, great size, but so skilled. She's one of the best.
Yeah, and that's a bold statement to say greatest player ever. She's in the conversation, there's no doubt about it, and we've still got a lot of basketball left to see from Rakia and Edison. So we will find out who is on the official Miss Basketball ballot very soon. The boys will be first, then the girls. That's how we'll see it at the state finals as well. So make sure you stay tuned and listen to the podcast. Again, Hang Time Michigan, and we have Dan Young along with Matt Mowry this week, where we're talking more about what we discussed here.
Time now to take a look inside Lawrence Technological University. The North American Auto Show is one of the biggest events in Detroit every year, and every year, LTU is part of it. Students in the Transportation Design concentration had some of their model cars on display, as well as the Blue Devil Motorsports vehicles.
So I think Lawrence Tech being down at the auto show opens a lot of really exciting doors for a lot of folks. So for the university, it helps us with promotion, with reaching prospective students, with reconnecting with alumni, and it gives our volunteers a chance to give back to the university and a chance to reconnect with those folks out in the public. And then for the students whose work is displayed, they have an opportunity to show off what they can do to potential employers and community members who may be looking to hire them after graduation.
LTU has so many outstanding programs that allow students to express their creative abilities. If you're interested in building the cars of tomorrow and want to learn more about the Transportation Design Program, head over to ltu.edu right now.
Today we want to give you an update on this year's Battle of the Fans.
The Battle of the Fans is in its 8th year and promotes student cheering sections that reflect enthusiasm and pump up the atmosphere at games without disrespecting the opponent. From the 20 schools which entered, 9 semifinalists were named in early January, which engaged in nearly 2 weeks of sportsmanship challenges on social media. The 3 finalists coming out of those challenges were Saginaw Heritage, North Muskegon, and Buchanan. We kicked off the finalist tour on February 1st with members of the MHSAA staff and the Student Advisory Council visiting Saginaw Heritage during its big girls basketball game with nearby Midland Dow. This past week, we spent Wednesday night at North Muskegon watching the Norsemen in action during a boys basketball game with Montague. And we wrapped up the tour Friday night in southwestern Michigan at defending champion Buchanan, which also won the Battle of the Fans crown in 2013. This week, you can view video of our semifinalist visits and vote for your favorite school on the MHSAA social media website, and the Student Advisory Council will use that information as one part of determining a champion.
Vote early this week on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Then come back later this week and find out who won this year's Battle of the Fans.
One of the biggest games in the state every year is the battle for bragging rights in the city. The Detroit Public School League Championship game is our main event, and that's next. Stay right there.
Since the dawn of man, storytelling has been the most effective and engaging means of communication. Whether gathered around the warm glow of a fireplace or the family television set, a compelling story has always moved people to action. At Yellow Flag Productions, the Emmy-winning storytellers behind our television programs are now helping clients create content that emphasizes their people and passions. Let us tell your story and share it with the world.
Are you stuck in your job? Getting frustrated playing the waiting game for the next opportunity to advance your career? Let Blue Chip Talent help. As an award-winning talent acquisition company, our specialty is matching candidates with careers in IT and engineering. At Blue Chip Talent, we take a laser-focused approach to reaching your career goals. We have access to jobs you won't find anywhere else to help advance your career faster and easier. Plus, we take care of you. Employees receive industry-leading benefits and competitive perks. Don't waste another minute worrying, because we are ridiculously good at advancing careers.
We're getting reports that you have over 40,000 flavor combinations.
That's right.
May I examine one, ma'am? Is this real cheese?
100% real mozzarella, officer.
Explain this dough.
Made fresh daily.
I'm gonna have to confiscate this as evidence.
Aren't you a mall cop?
All units, someone's in the fountain.
10-4, Tiger on the prowl.
Flavor fanatics will do anything for our one-of-a-kind flavored crust pizza with meal deals for every budget.
Hungry?
Howie's!
Welcome back to State Champs. What time is it? Main event time. And the biggest event in basketball in the city, maybe the state, every single year. The PSL Boys City Championship. This year, Renaissance back in the fold. Call it an upset. They took care of King in the semis, taking on Cass Tech. This game at Cass Tech. Let's go.
Every day! CT We currently have Cass Tech ranked 8th in D1. Keon Henderson has his pocket picked by Khalil Whitehead. Beeline to the basket. 360 revolution for the senior. 19 points for the Chicago State signee. Renaissance on the bubble of getting into our top 10 D1 rankings. A win here would guarantee it. Kayline Marzette draws the attention. Jawan Maxey's got a 3-ball in the side pocket. Cass led by 19 at the half, pushing the tempo themselves. Kyle LeGrere receives the outlet and one. Phoenix trying to make something happen in the second half. Marzette shot off the mark. Check out Turner in a sea of green. Grabs the rock, count it, and the contact for the Bowling Green commit. But Cass can beat you in so many ways. Anthony Kiles, for instance. Baseline, uncontested bunny. A minute later, setting up downtown, more daggers. Cass Tech led 58-43 after 3. Washington Hill led all scorers with 20. Tyson Acuff sees him sprint the other way. The bomb into Hill's hands. CT shot 50% from the field. Cass Tech wins their second city championship in 3 years, and on their home court no less. 80-56 the final. 2019 City Champs. Time now for the Great Clips Clip of the Week, and we go back to the pool. 500 freestyle race between Cranbrook and Warren De La Salle. This is what you call a photo finish. Cranbrook's Ben Angelari, with the smallest of margins, beats Max Swiatkowski by 0.8 seconds. Nice. The Clip of the Week is presented by Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Thank you so much for watching, and make sure you tune in next week because we've got more league championships up for grabs as the state tournament in all sports are right around the corner.
The next 30 days in all high school sports are going to be incredible. We will have exclusive digital state championship shows in sports like individual wrestling, competitive cheer, and boys swimming. Check out what we did in volleyball and girls swimming and boys soccer last fall. Great stuff for the really passionate fan of those sports.
We'll be here next week, and so should you. See you then.
State Champs is presented by Lawrence Technological University, where Blue Devils dare. The Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. The Michigan National Guard, a proud partner and official military branch of the MHSAA. Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. And Snethkamp Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, serving Metro Detroit since 1926.